For Redlands.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise tonight because our community was deeply impacted as a result of ex-tropical cyclone Alfred, a place where I've lived for 43 years now, an event like this that we've never seen in the Redlands and like my fellow Redlanders have never seen. We've experienced high winds and a large amount of rain, and as the cyclone reached SEQ, our southern Moreton Bay Islands were one of the first areas hit. Those who know Redlands will know that we love trees, and we have some very big trees in Redlands, but unfortunately we do have a little less now. The fallen trees have done real damage on the power lines and unfortunately on a lot of our community's houses, in particular on the islands of Russell, Lamb, Carragara and Macleay, and also Coochie-Mudlow, who was the first to lose power in the event on Wednesday. And we knew it was going to be important that we worked hard to ensure that they receive fast support in their recovery. The QPS, Water Police and Coast Guard worked to ensure that before Sealink were able to safely recommence their operations, they got our Energex moving. No big machines or trucks were possible, just vehicles that could fit on the QPS barge. That's where our community banded together to assist in clearing the way to ensure that the Energex workers could get to where they needed to go to begin the restoration. Local businesses, family businesses, taking their chainsaws, their backhoes, their skid steer excavators, and sheer muscles to the streets of the islands, all led by the Southern Moreton Bay Chamber of Commerce President Dan Golan. And I want to acknowledge these volunteers by name in here tonight, so they know that their volunteer hours were so appreciated by us. Dan and Michelle from Marley's Place, Jamie and Robin from J&R Earthworks, John and Sharon from Simbi Air and Electrical, Steve and Sandy from Russell Island Block and Building Services, Terry from the Toolman Property Maintenance, Daryl from DLB Cranes, Chris and Kirsty from Bay Island Property, Shane from Canipa Backhoe and Front End Loaders, Brad and Kylie from Simbi Septic Systems, and Simon and Kim from Island Life Real Estate. Simon and Kim went door to door doing welfare checks on family members where people expressed to my office that they couldn't get in touch with them. So out went Simon and Kim and knocked on those doors. And I cannot forget the volunteer puppies that were on the ground. Jess, Dolly and the gorgeous little Daisy that kept everyone in high spirits while they slept in a shed on Russell Island during the event. The efforts displayed by this group are the true meaning of community, helping community, and what resilience really looks like. Their work helped our community get back on track as soon as possible. The largest impact to our community was power outage, and I want to acknowledge the work the Energy Minister did and Energex to take the numbers in Redlands from about 4,500 houses just yesterday to only 575 this afternoon. It was a massive effort. In fact, places like Century Over 50s Retirement Village, Thornlands Rental Village, the Redlands Business Park, and Muriel Street at Redland Bay, who were really doing it tough because they had no water as well as electricity, all got their power back today. As I got to go out on the ground before the event, assisting our community to get prepared, I stood at the local shopping centres and ferry terminals, and I heard gratitude from Redlanders, the efforts the government put in to ensure they were assisted in being prepared. And straight after the event, the continual updates and support. And in fact, I would like to read a direct quote from Carla from Bayside Cool Rooms. I was also hoping you could pass this message on to David Crisafulli. He has been such a calming voice throughout this entire disaster. He really has done such an amazing job in keeping calm to what has been a terrifying unknown for people in our state. And for someone like me who suffers anxiety, he really has been a reassuring voice. Clear, concise, constant, calming nature. That is what leadership is in our darkest hour. Yeah. I'm going to run out of time. There were so many people to thank. Whilst There is so much work done by everyone. We know there is still more work to go, and I am committed as a part of the Crucifully team to continue to support the Redlands community to ensure there is no daylight between
has expired.
disaster and recovery.
I call the member for Gaven.